It is pedal to the metal in today's Wallet Wednesday. A local entrepreneur is taking lessons from competitive cycling and propelling himself to the position of CEO at just 21 years old.
Mac Parshall is behind Adaptability, How I Went from Minimum Wage to CEO in 2 years, drawing on personal experience to show others how to achieve their business goals. And Mac also behind a successful mold control company and working to open his own law firm. He's joining us live this morning to talk about it all. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, it's great to have you here.
Thanks for finding some time in your schedule. You sound like a busy guy.
Busy. I would think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Busy is an understatement.
Well, we had a quick summary there, but tell us about your background here and your story, minimum wage to CEO.
So back in 2023, I was racing competitively across the United States and over in Europe. I raced for a team out of Bainbridge Island, Washington, Tête de la Course. It's ran by a guy named Joe Holmes. He's a great coach. He's where I got kind of my foundation. At the start of 2023, I got hit by a car, and that made the 2023 season pretty rough. Towards the end of the year, when I was coming back home from Belgium, that's where I'd been racing for the end of my season. I decided that I didn't really want to race bikes anymore. At the time, I was only working part-time at a local grocery store. So I wasn't making a lot of money.
Sure.
Just about minimum wage, $15 an hour, give or take.
And then what catapulted you say, from that to CEO? What happened here? What was that transition?
It was a slow build. It first started out with me just wanting to wear suits, looking into real estate. Throughout the winter, I started thinking about an app that I wanted to create. Never ended up creating it. I was too scared of the risk. Early in 2024, I became a paralegal at a company out in Puyallup, Washington, where I lived at the time. And we ended up, I ended up going to school for a business with Purdue Global, which is their online group that basically gives you a Purdue degree, so I get the name without having to go halfway across the country.
Okay.
And then you were able to successfully launch your own business, Mold Busters LLC. I think, your story is very cool in that you were willing to take a lot of risks, whether it was trying different careers, exploring different educational opportunities, or jumping out into your own business. I think these are things that a lot of people might think, well, I don't know if I can do that. So you put a lot of these lessons into your new book. What inspired you to write that?
Well, this fall, now that we've got a law firm that we're working on launching, it's going to be called Justicia Injury Law down in Phoenix. It's one of the only states that lets non-attorneys like myself have an ownership interest in a law firm.
Interesting.
Working as a paralegal, I wanted to run a law firm, and just the lessons I learned running multiple businesses at the same time and scaling them, I wanted to share them with more people. I'm only 21, and I'm running more businesses than most regular adults have. And I just wanted to put that out there so that other people, particularly of my generation, might be inspired to go do something similar to what I've been doing and go get their own business. Instead of working a 9-to-5, they can actually build something that they can eventually pass down to their kids.
Well, okay, you got your book launch coming up November 1st. What's in store? What's in store for that book launch?
We're going to be doing a virtual event. We're going to be sending out links to everybody that registers on our site, parshallgroup.com. And we're going to be just reading parts of the book. There's going to be a presentation. We're still putting together the final schedule for it.
You got time.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's only 17 days away.
Coming up quick.
Well, when you think back over your business career to this point, is there one piece of advice that you would give to someone out there who's thinking, maybe I do want to start my own business? What stands out to you?
Don't stop. I think there's at least 4 or 5 times I almost sold the Mold Busters or almost closed my doors on it. Early on, it was very slow and very, very discouraging. Now we just opened up our second location down in McMinnville.
That's great.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
That is great. Well, congrats on the success and good luck with the book launch coming up on November 1st, Mac. Appreciate your time. Yeah, thanks for coming in. And again, November 1st, that's when that launch event is happening. You can meet Mac, you can chat with him. Again, it's a virtual event there. You can talk about how to make those business dreams a reality and find those links to secure your copy and spot at the launch event coming up on coin.com.